Well, I'm back on your time at least now, so it's actually morning time.
Yeah, does it feel better?
Yeah, I'm not. I actually feel good because I got like a full 8 hours of sleep last night, and I don't feel like I'm jet lagged really anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and I got to sleep on the plane too, which was
Did you work out?
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went at like 6 o'clock.
You're a madman.
Dude, I was so tired. I was like, I need to go train. I can't just sit at the house.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I would have went to sleep. I'd have been like, I'm like, I want to go see a movie or something.
Yeah. Well, it helps with the jet lag because it was a 7 hour, 8 hour
Was it a
difference.
shitty workout?
No, it was actually pretty good.
Really?
Well, yeah, because I had my equipment to train on. I didn't have the fucking the shitty Ivan equipment that all the village gyms have over there.
Well, yeah, I get that, bro. But I'm saying you didn't feel like shit.
No, I felt pretty good.
Uh,
Yeah, that's the thing is like with. Okay, I'll rephrase that. The equipment over there isn't shitty. It's just not.
it's okay. It's shitty. You can
It's
be
not. It's not like mechanically. It's just the way it's made. It's like all right angles.
AKA shit.
Yeah. Okay. There's some. There's some gyms that are like in like the bigger cities that have like Panada Prime and like good pieces, but like the smaller gyms over there, they just don't like they don't put those
I
kind
would have. How far were those gyms?
of. Oh, they're. I mean, over there, probably like an hour.
How's traffic?
It's pretty hefty when it's busy.
I would have went out of my way to make that happen.
Yeah, I didn't know any other gyms over there. I still made it work. I just did a bunch of free weight stuff. I did like Smith machine, dumbbell.
Sounds like a horrible time.
It wasn't that bad. It was okay. How have you been? How's training?
It's good. It's good.
What weekend
Right.
did we just hit this past weekend?
9.
It's coming up quick. It's coming up very, very quick.
9 weeks.
Well, because you guys just made adjustments to pull down more, yes?
A little bit. Not crazy.
No, that's good. It's gonna go by quick. It's gonna be Olympia week before you know it.
Yeah, I gotta start booking and planning.
Yeah, have you guys talked really since Kyle's
Nope.
show? Okay, never mind. Okay.
Nope. You should know the answer to that.
Yeah, that's fair. I understand.
He's doing another show, so
He's doing another regional show?
this weekend, yeah.
Huh. There's so many shows around the country throughout the year.
Well, there's one in Jersey like every weekend, bro. Literally
Yeah,
at
like
this point.
Jersey, Philly, like over in like that East Coast.
Yeah, his last one was in Pennsylvania, like Lancaster, I think, and now I think this one's in Jersey, I believe.
Hmm. Well, like for within that area, everything's not like crazy far from each other. It's like hour, 2 hours. Because how far is Lancaster from you guys?
See, this is where we'll differ.
No,
2 hours is far.
I know,
You're
but it's
like,
like
oh, it's right around the corner. No, that's far. Two
yeah,
hours
I
is
know
far.
it's far, but like it's for people that like they still want to do like a semi-local show to where they don't have to fly. Like you know,
Oh well, yeah. If you look at that, I thought you meant just like going. Like, no,
no, no,
pretty
no, no,
far.
2 hours is still far.
That's a far drive.
Yeah, no, I
But
understand.
no, that's yeah. I don't know where the New Jersey State one is. I know it's in Jersey. I just don't know where.
Because I know the big shows up there is the East Coast Championships. It just happened like a couple of weeks ago or like a month ago.
The big one's Universe.
Well, no, I like national show. I'm talking like regional show wise, like in Jersey, like the
I
bigger
don't
regional
really think
shows.
any of them are that big.
Okay, well, it's ones that I see posted by a bunch of like coaches that have athletes go to
That's just them advertising. I don't think it's because
it.
it's
Okay,
big.
never mind. We actually got the last podcast. There's a lot of people that ask questions. I thought we could answer a couple.
Let's get started with some questions.
So
People
enthusiastic today.
people like when we debate. So let's hear your
They
fucking
actually
awful
do because
choices.
we don't agree on everything.
You
Oh,
know how many people like blow me up about how shitty your choices are in ice cream?
You know how many people agree with me?
Probably not as many as people have blown me up.
Okay. Well, we're still friends, so I mean that. Um, look at it's an eggplant color.
How many times has it spilled on you?
None. They fixed that issue. Because you haven't used these in a while, have you?
I In a while I will never use it.
Oh, okay. Well, they don't. They fixed the spilling issue, but it's a new one they're coming out with. It's literally an eggplant. It's like the purple of the eggplant, and the tip is green.
So they basically put out a dick.
Pretty much is like a joke.
Here's your dick.
Here's your dick water bottle.
Here's your dick. Is it really purple? I can't tell
Yeah, it's
too.
like a. I mean, that
Okay,
doesn't
I
tell
can
you.
tell. I can tell a little bit. I can tell a
It's
little
like a
bit.
dark purple. I think it's funny. Somebody commented, they go, "These are getting me through prep. God bless you guys. Please talk about Chinese food and cheese danishes."
I actually don't like the cheese Danish.
You don't? You're not a cheese Danish guy?
No, I'm not. I actually don't find them very. I'm not fond of them.
Is it because do you think it's because it's not like savory? It's still sweet, but
I'd
it's
rather have like a jelly filled Danish.
well. Have you seen like the cheese Danishes that have like jam with it, to where it's like a strawberry cheese Danish or like a raspberry one?
Yeah, but it's got the cheese part in it, so I'm good.
You're not okay, but you like cheesecake, and you don't like cheese Danishes.
No, I don't think they taste the same whatsoever.
I mean, they're both. They don't. I wouldn't say they taste the same, but they're similar ingredients.
That doesn't mean they taste the same.
Okay. Well, yeah. Are you like it? Do you like tomatoes?
Like a sliced tomato.
Yeah. Like, would you put tomato on a burger?
So if it's on my burger, I'm not gonna go out of my way to take it off. But I also wouldn't order one on my burger.
Because I'm the person that like I like ketchup. I just don't like tomatoes.
I,
Because that's a whole debate in itself. Is people are like, well, that's fucking
no,
stupid.
that's a very big debate.
Because if you eat
I
it,
have I
sorry,
have removed it. I would keep the lettuce though.
I didn't say anything about lettuce.
I know when people get lettuce, tomato on their burger. So I'm saying like
Yeah.
sometimes that just comes with the burger. I'm saying
Mhm.
I probably wouldn't go out of my way to remove the tomato.
Yeah.
But if I get a choice to customize a burger, I'm not getting a tomato.
No. Not I just I don't. I think the taste of them, they just taste. They're too. It's just like acidic. I don't really understand why people like them.
I'm not a fan, no. But I honestly, when I have the burger, and I think with like everything else I have on that shit, I really just don't taste the tomato that much. So I'm just like, fuck it.
Sun dried tomatoes are actually good. That's the only kind of tomato I like. It tastes different, dude. It's weird. It's like the way you fucking prepare a tomato. It tastes different completely.
So you don't understand why people like tomatoes on their burger, and now suddenly you like a specific type of tomato.
Because listen, on the flight back home with like the meal they gave us, there was a little salad and it had sun dried tomatoes. I was like, okay, I'll try it because I'm always.
Now I know what you're talking about, and I think those are absolutely gross.
You don't like those?
Oh,
I don't know. I liked it.
hold on. Before we get on to the next part, if you could customize your own burger, what would you put on it?
Um,
Free for all. Don't think bodybuilding.
okay. It would be. I always like to do like double patty unless it's like a really thick patty burger. It's just one. I
Okay.
usually do double. So it'd be double patty, a slice of. I would do provolone over American cheese because I like provolone better.
Just one slice?
Yeah, I don't like a lot of cheese on my burger. It fucks my stomach up if I have too much cheese. I will not feel good. So
I
I'm
know,
not,
but
I'm not doing
I'll risk that for the biscuit.
really.
Yeah, I love cheese.
See, I like cheese. It's just I'm not willing to feel how I feel afterwards.
I'm okay with it. If it's for one night, I'm okay with it.
Okay. I'll do. I would do double patty, cheese, pickles. Um, the onion would be caramelized, not
Yeah.
just raw,
Well, yeah.
and then lettuce and a chipotle aioli sauce. What would you do?
That's, that's very specific. Chipotle
Good.
aioli.
Have you had chipotle aioli? It's fucking good.
Chipotle aioli.
What would you do?
I would do a double patty. I would probably do 3 slices of American cheese. I would do caramelized onions, bacon, and a whole egg.
Oh, I forgot about bacon. Bacon would be good to add. See, I like that. I like the egg on burgers. It's just I have to. I wouldn't choose that all the time.
True. Okay. I wouldn't do it all the time either then. So I'll
No,
take
but
that
like
out.
if you're choosing a
I would
burger you can eat all the time,
I would totally do the caramelized onion and bacon every time though.
yeah, I think the bacon's a good addition.
It's got to be like that thick
Thick cut
bacon.
bacon.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I like that.
You get that at the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh yeah, they give the bacon on their burgers is good.
That shit thick with
They
like
get some big ass
that's
pieces.
past 3 C's. That's like five. That's a
They have
5 seer.
their burgers are really fucking good.
They are. I like them a
All of
lot.
it's good, but their
Yeah,
burgers are pretty solid.
I like them a lot.
So this one person asked, would love to hear you guys' opinion on when carbs are low in prep, having some in the last meal instead of earlier in the day to improve sleep and recovery. Because we talked about like pre and post, if you're
Yeah,
just going super low, but having it specifically in your last meal to help with sleep and for recovery purposes.
I recover just fine.
Yeah, I think like sleep wise, I can see.
Yeah, but how much carbs are we talking? Like, 25 grams?
Yeah, it's very dependent.
Yeah, because at that point, like, it's not really gonna matter, bro.
No, no, it's like if it's a significant amount, it's a little different. Like doing like a cheat meal before you go to sleep. Like you're having like a huge influx of carbs. Yeah,
Well,
sleep's pretty
yeah.
good. But
But if it's like a regular low carb diet and it's like, should I have carbs with this meal or my last meal? I'm gonna be like, it really doesn't matter, bro.
no, I don't think there's a
I
difference.
actually like going to bed with no carbs, to be honest.
You prefer that over having
I do.
carbs? Hmm. Do you feel like you sleep better? Interesting.
I feel like I wake up more refreshed, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It could just I mean, that's where it depends person to person. Like if you're just doing protein and fats before bed versus having like a full
And
meal.
obviously, I mean, not to get too in depth, but I think obviously, depending on the person, blood sugar is going to play a role.
No, it definitely does for sure. Like if you have a big meal before bed, you wake up in the morning and you're not hungry, and it's like, okay, well, this isn't good. Like I like waking up hungry,
So
not
do I.
starving. Like in prep because you're gonna be starving all the time, but waking up and like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm actually hungry, ready to eat.
Well, that's
It's good.
why, like, I know a lot of people, even like during a bulk, they'll do no carb in their last meal, and they'll do either very low carb and or no carb and just like a really high fat first meal.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what Chris Bumstead started doing. He doesn't do carbs in his first meal anymore. He's like, I don't like. He doesn't like doing it in his first meal.
I can understand it. You ever like eat your first meal with carbs and then you kind of feel a little shitty?
Yeah, 'cause you have that spike in your insulin, and then it drops, and you're just like, I'm
Yeah,
on
like
a
what the
train.
fuck?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that do that, and I get the benefit. That's why it's like, cool. Maybe I can just do a high carb, high fat meal, and then
Hmm.
kind of have because you got to think how you can have you can have a high carb meal because depending on how your appetite is, I don't know how you are pre workout. I could take down 200 grams of carbs very easily.
Yeah, I don't like having a lot of volume of food before my training.
Well, I would keep protein very low in that meal.
Correct. Yeah.
But let's just say you're doing like 100 grams of rice, and then the rest is coming from veggie or not veggies, fruits or whatever else.
Yeah.
That's not gonna sit very long, if that makes
No.
sense.
Well, no, like pre-workout. If I'm not doing cream of rice, I'll do sourdough with jam on it, and then I'll have some like fruit on the side, and I'm good to
That's
go.
what I'm saying. And then intra, again, this is all person dependent. You can do 50 to 75 grams right there.
Yeah.
And then post, 150, 200, and then your next meals are 100, and then last meal, let's just say you are going that zero route and you do just another high fat meal or moderate fat, because depending on how much carbs you eat throughout the day, you still can get big and stay lean and still
Hmm.
feel great.
For sure. No, I definitely. I think it's a. I
You know,
like
you
what.
know, not to cut you off, but you know who was a big fan of doing that actually.
Who.
If I remember correctly, he said it on a podcast, I believe. Jordan Peters.
I have seen him talk about that before. About doing
His
that.
first meal would just be very high fat,
Hmm.
and then he would have carbs for the rest of the day.
High as in like doing like 30, 40 grams in the meal. Like
Oh,
a
I don't think he like said what he
no.
exactly ate, but it was. He
Like,
said he would just do like a very. He said it'd be like steak, eggs, and something else.
yeah, it's probably around like 30 grams, 40 grams, which is a. I mean, it's a good amount if you're having three whole eggs. It's 15 grams of fat, and then you have like 5, 6 ounces of beef with it or steak.
People have to understand, like, is obviously as a bodybuilder, carbs play a really, really big role.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you can get a lot out of fats
No, you
if
do.
if done properly.
Well, I had a one of my buddies that I coach. He's one of my close friends back home. He, whenever we loaded him up for a show, we didn't use a lot of carbs. We used a fuckload of fat. He responded really well
I
because
think
he,
people respond very well to fat. And you got to think in this perspective. If you can get away with doing that with somebody, and they kind of like grow a little bit, and they're staying very insulin sensitive, throwing them carbs is like fucking a brother.
yeah, yeah,
That's why,
yeah,
like, even it's funny too, because like even with Kyle, when I went to stay at his house, when we got there, um for like 4 or 5 days in a row, we didn't do any carbs in the first meal, and I was just like, oh no.
yeah.
But
Like, where's my
but then
protein?
I'm like, I feel fine. Like, actually feel great.
Yeah. No,
And
I
again, I think if you just know how to do it properly, man, it work. Things like that work very well.
well, after shows, especially too, like the night before, because I've done it before to where like I'll eat like obviously shit after the show, and the next day my first meal I'll just have protein and fat before I go out and eat, and I'm like I feel really good. Obviously, it's like you eat a shitload the night before, so you don't want a lot of food in the morning, but it's I feel good. Training wise, I've trained after a meal of just protein and fat, and training wasn't bad.
It probably
I
won't
think
be bad.
no, because you have carbs from the day before, like it's gonna
It's
carry.
still in that
It's gonna
system.
carry
You know what
through.
I mean?
Yeah. So I don't think it would affect training in the sense because you're not going like full keto mode and having just protein and fats.
No,
Hmm.
no, not at all. But again, I would never do just for like a whole diet. I would never do just protein and fat. But I do think there's merit even in an off-season setting. Even on training days, still having meals with no carbs and more of a higher fat. I still
There
think
was
that serves great benefit.
that reminded me. I don't know who it was. I saw him do a. It was a muscle and strength full day of eating. He was a bodybuilder back in the day. I don't remember his name. I don't know if you can possibly get it from me saying this, but he didn't do carbs in his off season. It was just protein and fats. Every single meal, he basically would have like a salad with it, and he would just drench it in olive oil. And that's where he'd be getting all of his fat. I don't fucking.
Was he huge?
Yeah, he was. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to think who. I don't. I can't remember his name. Someone's gonna comment on the podcast and know who it is.
Well, here's the thing, right? And this I mean, it's true. We don't need carbs to live. We need fats and protein.
If you go by, well, yeah. If you look at
Really,
what's innate
as
in
much
your
as I
body,
hate to talk science bullshit here,
no, it's true.
realistically, we would probably thrive. Maybe not first, because you'll go through like that period where you probably feel like a little dog shit.
Yeah.
But once you make it past that,
Mhm.
you probably just feel wonderful. Like
Well,
no inflammation, no, like it's crazy. That's why, like, even with Kyle, I would love to try an off season, like, or even after the Olympia, where we like literally just structure carbs, a good amount of large carbs around training, post training, a little after that, and like just go higher fat in the morning and at night, and just see how my body responds. Because you got to
well,
think, depending, everything's person dependent, but you're keeping yourself very insulin sensitive like that, which
for
in
sure.
return, with the timing of carbohydrates, you could probably grow a lot better, have better pumps for a longer period of time, and feel better.
Yeah.
Because you got to
Now,
think after a show, right? You're going. We all know we're going carbs almost every single meal at this point. We're gonna feel fantastic, and
yeah,
then out of nowhere,
you feel like
you're gonna
shit.
wake up one morning and be like, "Oh,
You're up 10 pounds. You're like
fuck
all
me,
bloated.
dude."
Yeah,
But if
exactly.
you can prolong that, and I think limiting it in the morning and even at night can serve a great benefit. But I would prefer, if I had to pick one to have carbs in, it would definitely be before bed than the morning.
Yeah, I'd choose bed over morning. I'm okay in the morning not having carbs.
I would be perfectly fine with having like a nice, I don't know, 8 ounce steak, some whole eggs,
Bro, steak and eggs for breakfast is so good. I could eat that every single morning.
and that'll keep the stomach tight. As long as, I mean, obviously this is digestion dependent, but
Yeah,
you got to think to a certain degree when you limit the carbohydrate and that you're eating certain fats that you digest really good, dude. That's just gonna keep that waist tight as fuck.
absolutely. Well, it also goes to because with like the whole inflammation thing with carbs, a lot of people that are, I don't know if you've, I've been seeing a lot of this on my feed because I also watch it,
Yeah.
but people that have cancer, they fast and they limit carbs pretty much throughout the weeks because that's what cancer is going to feed on. It's going to feed on sugar, it's going to feed on carbs. So they're depriving that cell of getting fed. So they're fasting, which is like it doesn't have anything at all to feed on. But then after that, they break their fast. They're mainly just doing protein and fats. And then all of a sudden, the cancer fucking goes away because it doesn't have anything to feed on.
And you look at it in this perspective too. As a bodybuilder, of course, this is only I'm talking in bodybuilding. If you're eating in a surplus of a good amount of fats, you're gonna get big.
Well, yeah, it's
But
calories.
then on top of it, you also have to inherit what we do as bodybuilders and the subs that we take. And even if we're on, growth hormone, I'm just, maybe I'm not, there's something I'm not seeing, but like, I almost like that might be better for growth to a degree.
It could be for sure. We see a lot of
Not
these
for
guys.
everyone though, because there are people with fast metabolisms, probably such as yours, where it's like, yeah, I need carbs straight up.
I
I
have to.
might, I
Yeah,
might
you
need.
need to a point.
Me, I could probably get away with limiting that. I know how my body operates. Like I'll go through a phase, obviously after a show, where I'm just rocking through food, and then it kind of like it just dies. That's why even with me in a prep, I go slow, slow, slow. Then out of nowhere, boom! My body just takes off. Or someone I feel like I feel like you need carbs all year long in order.
I need them more than the average individual for sure, or like anybody like you that grows very very easily. Like me, I
Yeah,
have a hard time. I It's easy for me to get like if I were to pull 500 calories, my weight's gonna fly down automatically.
mine wouldn't.
Exactly.
My,
That's the
my,
thing. That's the
my,
thing, bro. I have such a problem. Like it. I guess it's like you kind of pick and choose your battles to where it's like, yeah, it's nice for you to grow easily, but then you're like, well, I kind of have to watch what I'm eating because my weight's gonna just start flying up.
Well, I know a friend who coached who got a client and he was coaching this kid and he was big and lean, like he wasn't little or anything,
Mhm.
and he was only taking in like I think he said like a little over 300 grams of carbs, but like 200 grams of fat.
Oh, see, well, that's 2,000 calories in
But he
itself.
was like, dude, he looked fucking awesome. Like,
That's good. I mean, if you can do that, do it. Like, I don't know if I could go that high fat. The highest I've gone is like 130, which I feel good on it
yeah,
still.
but how high were your carbs though?
On that day, having 130,
Yeah,
400.
yeah. So for certain people that might be sustainable. Like I would love to personally for me, I would love to try it and see what happens.
Yeah, I think after Olympia, I mean, obviously it's post show. It's perfect time to do it too.
And I just think from an overall health standpoint, longevity standpoint, and that's why like people are gonna listen to this and be like, "Oh, shut the fuck up." You don't, but you do get to a certain point where like I do feel like you can gain more size by doing things differently instead of the standard old. and I'm not saying that I'm all about trying to make whatever that quote is, but I
Eliminate
understand high
sugar.
carbs, high protein. It works. It's always worked.
Right.
But if there's ways to not create something new, but just create something a little better.
Well, yeah, you're not reinventing the wheel. You're just adding, like, you're just trying to slightly change it to where, okay, I don't have to eat as much volume of food. Calorie wise, it's still possibly the same.
Well, because
So,
like the guy Joe that just competed in Texas and
yeah, yeah.
who looked insane. I asked him because his waist was a lot tighter and he was a lot bigger. So I asked him. I just said, "Yeah, like what'd you guys do different?" I said, "Cause dude, like not only are you way bigger, you are way bigger, but your waist is tremendously a lot tighter." He's just like, we didn't have to like eat as much as I used to eat. He's like, we really didn't push food at all. He's like, I think he said protein stayed obviously high, which again, I know everyone has their own method with that. And when it comes to protein, I'm for whatever works for you. If you find lower protein is better for you, do it. If you find more higher approach is better for you, do it. But I think he kind of like limited. If I had to guess, he didn't like give me detail for detail, but if I had to guess, he probably didn't eat as much carbs as he normally would probably eat in an off season.
Right. Well, I think that's, again, that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like, because they're like, oh, the PEDs are giving these people problems in their off season. I'm like, no, it's the fucking, like, yes, to a degree, depending what you're doing, but it's also the food. If you're like force feeding and driving a fuckload of food into your body when it's it's rejecting it. It's not like you start having gut problems because of that, like we talked last time.
Yeah.
But then also too, your training shit, your sleep is shit. Everything is going to start to go downhill because you're eating too much food. Your body's not
Yeah.
meant to have 5,000 calories, 6,000 calories a day. Like there's no
No,
need for that at all.
no.
So I do think I think if you're able to get away with eating less food and growing, that's the best thing.
And I personally feel like I'm at that stage.
Yeah. Because well, I mean, you're eating still a good bit right now for prep, but like last off season, your food got decently high,
Yeah, I mean, I was over like, I think it was almost 6,000 calories.
but you felt good is the thing. You're able to eat it.
I mean, I yes and no. I mean,
There
I
was a certain point
toward
where
the
you start.
tail end, I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
let's
I
buckle
feel
down.
there has to be a degree of that in bodybuilding to grow, but it shouldn't be every single time.
Yeah, and I felt pretty good, obviously, but I do think which I understood why Kyle did it, and he even explained it. I do think we probably put on a little more fat than what we would have liked.
Right.
Um, but again, I'm not. It is what it is. I'm not upset about it. I'm not mad about it. Um, and I think now we're just kind of in a better position to really do what needs to be done. So
Well, yeah, it helped you get to where you needed to be.
I gained back because I do feel like I lost a lot of size. So I do feel like that just kind of regained it all, and now I'm
For
putting
sure.
more back on. So
Absolutely. Well, I mean, your chest is back to. I feel like it's back to what it used to be.
I'm fuller. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
fuller for
for
sure.
sure. Definitely. This one guy, he commented and said they have Cheesecake Factory in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I feel like Bulgaria is like the only spot that doesn't have it.
Well, I'm assuming what do they have it in the UK?
I think
Let's
so.
look and
Yeah,
see where Cheesecake Factory is.
I'm sure they would.
Factory in Europe. Dude, it was so hard for me to keep my weight up over there.
I mean, that's cool. I guess, right?
Yeah, I kept waking up at 250, 250, 250, or it was like 249. I'm like, I'm eating my food. I don't understand.
Right there,
Um,
fact.
so Cheesecake Factory does not have any physical. So in Europe, they don't have any. What? Interesting.
Maybe, yeah. I guess it was just not in Europe.
Well, they have. So it's called Shenzhen Desserts, the Cheesecake Factory Bakery, UK and Europe. So it's the master distributor for the Cheesecake Factory Bakery in Europe. So It's offering both the Cheesecake Factory at home for retail and the Cheesecake Factory bakery for food service lines. So there's not like a physical location, but the distributor partner is in Europe, in Germany, France, Italy, and Spain.
All right.
I feel like
Interesting.
they should just put a fucking location over there then, because their distributors are right there. It would make sense.
I would agree. Yeah.
Would you ever open a Cheesecake Factory?
I would love to. Honestly, I would love to.
It's a good chain to get into.
I think so.
If you could open a restaurant of your own, what kind of restaurant would it be?
What do you mean?
Like if you could open up any restaurant, what would it be? Like what
Cheesecake.
kind of food? If you couldn't open, like if you were to make your own restaurant, like aside from cheesecake, like if you were to come out with your own restaurant,
I mean, I would be simple. It would just probably be like a nice burger place.
only burgers, or would you have like other food?
I think I
I
would
guess
do all
that's a good
burgers.
spot. Hmm.
I think I'll do
When
all
you
burgers.
when you lived in Tampa, did you ever go to TNT Burger?
No,
It looked good. Did you ever see
I
it?
didn't really go anywhere when I lived in Tampa.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Well, there's a burger place. I never went, but it had like they put like the syringes in it with the sauce, and then you push
Yeah,
like the sauce in.
I
It
did
was
see that. I never went there. Yeah, Tampa was not the greatest experience for me.
okay.
Unfortunately.
That's fair. They had a there's a really good place in St. Pete. I went there after my show. They had pretzel buns on all their burgers.
See, that's good. I like
The
that.
best fucking thing.
See, that's what I
So
would do though. Like I would create a place where you could get like there'd be like 10 different buns. There'd be like 30 different like toppings and sauces, different type of meats and all that fun. Like I would literally just have like the king of burger place.
for sure. You could call that's what the name could be
King Burger. Like I would have like, your
instead
mini
of Burger King.
burgers. I would have like your smash burger. I would have like your fucking who can eat this 30-ounce burger type shit. Like I would have challenges. Like I would go all out.
You like smash burgers over regular?
Truthfully, I haven't had like a real smash burger in a very long time, so I can't say yes or no. I would have to have a smash burger to know.
Yeah,
But do you consider Five Guys a smash burger?
that's like a regular. The smash burgers is where like the patties literally it's like smushed into like paper, and they like
I
stack
see.
them on top of
I
each other.
don't know. Well, because I don't know, right? Because I like Five Guys burgers a lot, but they are thin. They're not like thick.
Well, it's like
It
a
might not be
medium
smashed,
to
but
slice.
but then I really love the Cheesecake Factory burger, and that's a nice hunk of meat.
They have BJ's has really good burgers too.
I
BJ's
do
and
like
Carl.
BJ's burgers. I've had them. I like Shake Shack burgers too.
I still
Yeah, you had a
the one
very
experience, bro. I have not been back since.
fuck that shit.
I got so sick.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad.
This other guy said that they have Cheesecake Factory in Sydney, Australia.
You gonna go?
Fuck yeah, bro. Are you kidding me?
Is that where
As
you're
soon as
going,
I
right?
fly,
Sydney.
yeah, Sydney and then Gold Coast. Which Gold Coast, it's like a 50-minute flight. It's like Vegas to Reno. It's like you just jump on, boop, and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll be cool.
yeah, Sydney's where like the main event is. Uh, Ty said question for Nick because I talked about this on my Instagram. He said, "What kind of jobs did you work when you were first starting in bodybuilding, and can you speak to that a bit in the next pod, possibly?"
I worked in a
Yeah,
nursing home.
that's what you. I remember we were talking about that a while ago.
I worked in a nursing home for probably like 3 or 4 years.
Was that your
I
first
would,
job, like your first actual job?
yeah, like my first like real like big boy job. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd get up every day at like 3:30, 4 in the morning, do about 45 minutes cardio, get ready for work, go to work, be done by. I work 7 to 3, so I'd be done by 3. Um, I'd go home. I'd eat. I'd go back to the gym, train, do cardio, come home, shower, eat, pack my meals for the day of work tomorrow. Be in bed by like 9, I guess, and then get up. again, all over again.
How was? Well, I mean, you worked there for a long time. How was it?
That was awful.
You worked there for so long.
They do gotta do to make money, bro.
That's true, but that just goes to show like you do what you have to do until you get to do what you want to do for
Yeah,
work.
I fucking hated it. And I purposely would never use any of my saved time at all because I would save it for like the last 3 weeks before a show and just take all 3 weeks off.
That's smart, actually. That's very smart.
I did
Like,
that.
I'll see you guys in a month.
Yeah, I did that for like 3 weeks or 3 shows in a row. I did that, and he was cool with it. I told the boss every time. I'm like, I'm putting my 3 weeks, time into. And he's
Yeah,
like, okay. He was very cool. Luckily, my boss was very understanding at the time about just bodybuilding and what I'm trying to do. So I
right.
definitely appreciate that.
Mhm.
'Cause I know some bosses are like, nah, dog.
Yeah, like fuck that.
But he was on point. He respected it. So yeah, it was good. I mean, but then I got to a point where I did start coaching for a little while at the time. That made me a pretty good amount of money.
Yeah.
And then after I left the nursing home, I actually worked at a gym that's around here, actually where I go every morning to do cardio. It's for the cinema room, Edge Fitness.
Oh shit. Okay.
um, that shit sucked. I hated it. So I only worked there literally for like maybe 7 or 8 months. And I was like, fuck y'all, I'm out this bitch.
Okay.
um, I did. I hated it. I don't know why I hated it so bad. And then like I was just making a little money just through coaching. Not a lot to be honest, because I didn't really advertise it that much. Just very little. I would say I was still living home, but this was like around the time frame where like I literally told myself for North Americans, which sucked because it was like the horrible times of 2020. And I'm like, if I don't turn pro this year, I'm probably gonna pack it up because I gotta like be a grown up and figure life out.
That's very
I can't.
maturity.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm 20 at the time. I'm 25, living at home. What I mean, I'm like, I gotta like figure life out. If this doesn't work, I have to just accept like I'll enjoy training and having fun and being huge, but maybe this is I gotta do what I gotta do. I guess it's part of life.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
and then luckily I turned pro, which was I was very nervous because that was every show was getting canceled at that time. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But that was the year I won in the tent, and then my life was just never the same after that.
Completely changed.
So
I think that's
yeah, I
awesome.
did. I never. No one knew that. Like I didn't tell like my mom or anything, but yeah, I was 25. I'm like, look, if I don't win this, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm done, but like, I gotta like take a step back and do life and figure my own shit out here.
Yeah.
Um, but
Absolutely.
luckily, I was able to win, and I didn't know what was gonna come next just yet because like I didn't really in this day and age, it's not like you turn pro and ooh, life's different. You know what I mean? Very
Yeah.
few that happens to.
For sure.
But I knew I was, gonna be doing my pro debut at the Chicago Pro. It was like 6 weeks later. So at that time, I just stayed on point, and then I think it was like literally like a week after the show. I want to say I was when like I got on the phone with Dom, the owner of Revive, and he was just like, "Yo, we want you to move to Florida," and I'm like, "Well, no, I'm sorry." He didn't say move yet. He said that we want you to come to Florida. I would say, yeah, I'll be there in like next week. I'm going down with Matt for the weekend or whatever. He's like, no, no, like we want you to move here. I'm like, when? And he's like now. So I was like, I said, I don't got a place to live. I don't. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
What the fuck are you talking about?
He was like, oh no, we already got that. We already got it set up for you. You just got to pack all your shit and come down. So I was like, okay. So then that was when I moved. I moved there at it was like 4 weeks out maybe from Chicago. And then, yeah, then I lived there. I bought my first house down there. I did one of my first New York, my Arnold, all that shit down there.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously, things went a little south. Moved to Tampa, absolutely hated it. Moved to Vegas, absolutely loved it. Moved back to Florida, things didn't go as planned again.
Sure.
And now I'm just, back here in Jersey. But I think that was like the point. I think I was always supposed to go back home, and I don't know why. I guess because I'm just a family oriented guy, but everyone would always be like, why do you keep moving so much? Like, it's not like you have someone in your life really, and your wife, like, you keep moving. And I think, the reality is I was just trying to find that happiness that felt
Yeah.
like I was missing. And I think just as much as I will firmly say I don't like Jersey. But it's home.
Mhm.
This is where my
Yeah.
family is, my mom and dad are, and I guess being with them and being so close with them my whole life, I think like when you're away from them like the first year or so, you're like whatever, like I'm good. And I just think over time, without you realizing it, things kind of just catch up, and you're like, what the fuck? Um, because now that I'm here, I just feel like everything's just kind of somewhat, going to plan.
Mhm. That's why I really hate when people are like, why are you moving? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And it's like, it, it's, it's actually kind of, it's a nice thing that you're able to have those choices to move because a lot of people don't. They're stuck because of a job for fucking 30 years and they just
No,
never
I
leave.
agree.
You know?
But on the other hand, like my dickhead side, I want to be like, none of your fucking business. How about that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Mind your own,
No, I,
dog.
people have done that to me too. They're like, why are you moving so much? I'm like, well, my job, I can kind of move anywhere. I have the freedom to do it. I'm trying to figure out where I need to be.
I
Like,
just no, I agree, and I think moving can be fun, but like me being me, I fucking hate it. I
oh no,
want
I
to
do too.
find
I
where I'm
feel you.
gonna stay, and I'll probably just end up staying in Jersey. Like I just the majority. I mean, outside of like you, obviously, and a couple other people, like my life is in Jersey. Like this is where
For
my
sure.
life is. Um, so I just think this is probably where I'll end up being. And I love Vegas. I have my house there, but the reality is, I don't even know if I'll keep the house there. Luckily, I
No,
rent
I
it.
know.
So even if I'm like by the end of the year, I'm like, I'm unsure, I can do month to month, to be honest, and be like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
But like, I want to find just one spot, stay, and like build my life. And that's it.
No, I think that's good. It's like you figured out where you want to be. And like you said too, at Vegas, you don't have to make a decision right now. Once
And
you
I,
feel like that decision is ready to be made, you make it.
I feel like you and many can attest. I feel like when you have options per se, um, it creates some sort of stress.
It makes it harder.
If that makes sense.
Well, yeah, like that's like I was saying with people that are locked into a job. Like, obviously, there's pros and cons to everything, and like it's nice to be able to have the options. But yeah, people that are locked in a job, they're staying where they stay. They don't have options because that's where they are. Versus on the other hand, you have so many options to where you're just like, this is kind of stressful. I don't know why.
Yeah, like I just want to narrow everything down to this
Yeah,
at this point in my life. That's why it's like it is what it is at this point.
for sure. Well, no, I think it's good that like you found where you need to be. Like you're around family, which is, I think, at the end of the day, because like European culture, people are very family oriented. Like you see families that stay together until someone gets married with somebody and they move out. Same way with my friend. That's he. One of my best friends back home is Indian. Same way. They live with their family until they find who they're going to marry, and then they eventually move in together with that person. And I think with like American culture, it's got pushed to where it's like the kid leaves as early as they can, and then it's like they
Yeah,
barely
as
get
soon
to
as
see
they
each other.
like are 16, 17, even younger, they're like, get the fuck out. You know what I
They're
mean?
out, and then they don't see their family anymore. But it's
I
like I
do.
think,
I love living at home. It's fucking awesome.
yeah, I miss my family. I
Like
miss being around.
because people have asked me that. They're like, well, what's it like living at home with your parents again? I'm like, fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know why I left to begin with. This is fucking
Right.
awesome. Because you know me, bro. Like I like to be alone. I like my alone time, but I like to be alone with other people in the house.
Yeah.
I like to know that I have my privacy, I have my space. But if I want to talk to somebody or just have that feeling of knowing there's somebody else in the house, I'm very chill.
For
Being
sure.
like when you know you're fully alone, like it sucks. It sucks. That's the reality. There
Yeah.
is nothing good that comes out of that.
No, like humans aren't meant to be alone. It's
No,
just
and it's cool. Even being back home, with my mom and dad, and just being able to just hang out with them and chill with them and help them with stuff. Like, dude, you know how good a feeling it was to get my mom that purse, dude.
it's such a rewarding feeling, like
It was
doing things like that for your
it
parents.
was a nice, pretty penny.
Hefty. Yep.
Um,
I,
but no, dude, because you know what made it more enjoyable and like even not that it wasn't worth it to begin with, but what made it like really, really worth it. She'll probably get mad at me for telling this, but I don't really give a fuck. We go to the mall. It's the King of Prussia Mall for one. That's like it's in Pennsylvania, which is it's like an hour from where we live.
yeah.
It's like the biggest mall
It's like multiple
around it.
floors.
Yeah, it's like I think like that's like two or three, but it's just large, and
Right.
that's the one that has like all like the name brand shit, like you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Hmm.
So we're walking, she wanted to look at it was a Chanel, it was a Dior, and it was a Louis. So I'm like, let's just go look at the Chanel first. If that's the one like you wanted this whole time, we'll just go look at that first. We're laughing and while we're walking, having a great time, yada yada. And dude, she just turns around and starts crying. And I'm like, what's happening? What
Like, what are you doing? Why are you
did I
crying?
miss? What's happening?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think she was just very overwhelmed with excitement that like she's about to get a Chanel bag.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, that's pretty fucking cool. So we go look at it. Even I loved it. I was like, this is the dumbest shit in the world to me. But I'm like, this bag is fucking this is a legit
Right.
fucking bag right here.
Yeah.
But
It
she
is.
wanted to go look at all the others. I tried to convince her not because I was like, let's one and done this bitch.
Yeah.
Because the reality is like my mom the whole time I gave her this deal if she dropped a 50, it was all in her mind. It was Chanel the whole time.
Mhm.
But she wanted to go look at all the others. So I'm like, okay, fine. We go in Dior, dude. I'm like, no, this shit's fucking ugly, dude. I'm like, these are trash. I'm like, not even
Yep.
close. And then she found one that she liked that she wanted to look at that was a Louis. And we walk in, and she shows it to me. I'm like, let's go. None of these even compare, dude. I'm like, let's go.
Right.
This, and then we find out like after we got it, and we posted about it. Obviously, it's like one of the most. It's the newest and like most impossible bag anyone can find from Chanel right now.
Holy
People
shit.
were
Really?
like, "How did you get this?" I was like, "I walked in. I see you got this bag, dog."
Yeah.
That was really it. Well, because the way that I think why we're able to find it so easy is because like the Chanel wasn't its own store; it was a store within a store. So it's like people know it's there, but like it's not. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're not gonna go think, let me go to this store to find this store. You know what I
Yeah. It's
mean?
like Ulta. It's like Ulta being inside of a Macy's. Like you walk into
Yes,
Macy's.
yes, it's like that.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think that's, in my opinion, I think that's why we were able to get this certain bag. But
Right.
the other ones like weren't even like close to being in the same realm. So I'm like, Mom, this is what you wanted. I don't. Let's go get yours. So yeah, dude, she cried like 3 times. Even today, she's like, I cannot believe I have a Chanel. But it's little
Dude,
shit
that's
like
not
that, right? That just kind of makes it all worth it, you know?
for sure. Like when you're able to do that kind of stuff for your parents or like people that are very close to you, it's a very rewarding feeling.
It is. It is. And I'm happy she's happy. She's my mom. So
Absolutely. Yeah, take care of
now
her.
now I gotta get my dad something cool. Well, I
eventually.
told her, I'm like, look, this is your, your weight loss journey and birthday gift. So just letting you know.
Yeah, it's all one.
she's like, that's fair. I'm okay with it. I'm like, I wouldn't have cared if you weren't. Like, this is what's happening.
That's so funny, bro. When's your dad's birthday?
September 21st,
When's your mom's birthday?
28th.
Oh shit, they're only 7 days apart.
Yeah. 1 year and a week apart. My dad will be 59 and my mom will be 58.
Okay. Well, they just had their anniversaries today too, right?
Yep. 37, I think it said. I
That's
think it was
crazy.
30. I think it was 37. Yeah.
That's really cool.
And then I'm taking her to the movies today after training at 6. We're gonna go see the new Freaky Friday.
Oh, it'll be fun. That'll be a good one to see.
I want to see Weapons, but I don't think she was that interested.
Okay.
And she loves scary movies, but she's like, it looks okay. But like, she obviously loves Lindsay Lohan for some strange reason. Um, and the first one was good, so I'm like, you know what? I'm in the mood for a feel good movie, so fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's
What
five
happened
dollar
to the
movie.
last one?
It's $5 movie day.
Oh yeah. Tuesdays,
So
Wednesdays.
I just, as much as me and her butt heads all the fucking time, dude. I never thought I would just enjoy hanging out with my mom and dad again. Like,
Well, they're your
no,
parents.
no stress, no bullshit, no this, no that. Like, just pops, mom and pops, chilling, and that's
Well,
it.
I think it's because too, like with you being like completely like an adult grown up now versus being like a kid around them, it's a little different.
Well, my mom she still treats me as if I'm 5 years old sometimes.
I understand that, but again, all kids are like that with their parents to a certain extent,
I was gonna say, don't you like ever miss just hanging with your moms?
for sure. Absolutely,
That's why you need to go visit her because I'll tell you what, bro. Even being back here, like knowing I'm staying now for good, like not like that, like I'm actually staying. You really just you value it more.
you do.
You actually value the time a little more than even when you just go visit or even when you were a child. Like actually seeing your mom, you're like, I need to value this a little more. Because
Right.
again, the reality is, I mean, it's the reality. They're not getting any younger, and neither are we. In the grand
Mhm.
scheme of things, like just like I'm sure your mom, my mom's been there for me since day one, dude. Like I'm not. There's no way in hell I'm not gonna live in the same state as my mother for the rest of my life. Like I knew that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Like, eventually, I want to be where my mom is, or like move
Where's
in
your Where's
between
your
where
mom
she
live
is.
again? What state?
She's down in Arkansas.
Oh, that's a shitty state.
I'm not living in Arkansas. I was like, I'll move her to where I am, but I'm not going to be in Arkansas.
I was gonna say, dude, no, 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 never mind.
But no, like if like going back to Reno, like getting like a big property and having her out there, I think would be the plan.
That where she used to live?
Yeah. So because
All
I
of
was
you, right? You
born.
guys lived in. Why did she move to
Yeah.
Arkansas?
Because so her grandma had a property back there, but
Oh,
the
okay,
property's in my mom's name. So she moved back there. She basically has property to live on. So that's
okay,
why she's there. And then, but we lived because I was born in Palm Springs in Southern California. That's where
yeah,
we were. But then, obviously, her and my dad split, and then we moved to Reno because that's where, at the time, my aunt and her dad were there with my mom's mom.
yeah.
So they were all up there, and that's where I basically lived my whole life was in Reno.
So you were pretty much born and raised in Reno.
Yeah, like I was. Yeah,
Have you been to Arkansas?
no,
Are you gonna go to Arkansas?
I'm gonna visit it for sure, but it's like she lives in a very very small town.
I was say, what if you actually like it? What if it's like peaceful as fuck? You're like, yo, this is kind of
It is. That's
nice.
why my mom lives there. That's why she lives there.
Like, yo, this ain't so bad.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you get the humidity because it's the south. There's tornadoes and shit.
Has she experienced any of that?
Yeah, but the way the property is, like, there's like a mountain. The property is like
Yeah.
up, like tucked in the back. So like a tornado physically can't hit where the property is.
Oh, really?
That's why
That's
her
clever.
grandma bought the property because like the way it was built, like a tornado can't hit it.
That's clever.
Yeah, it's smart. I mean, it's
That's very
nice.
smart. Yeah. No, no shit. Nice.
But yeah, I'm gonna go down and visit her soon, or bring her up here for a little bit just to hang out and do some stuff.
Yeah, I would do that.
I will for sure.
It's fun. You realize, like, especially being older and hanging out with your mom, because they're still your mom, right? So they're gonna treat you like a child to a degree, but like they kind of become more your friend
Yeah, they
than
are.
than they are your mother. Not all the time, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I know. Yeah,
It's like now me and my mom, like we just hang out. It's like
yeah.
we just hang out.
That's how it
So
is when
it's
she came because she came down to Florida for a little bit too. I saw her back in April.
I remember. That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get to
dude.
see her.
You do. It's good. It's good to just have family time for sure.
Yeah, so eventually I definitely want her to be wherever I'm living. I want her
How
near me.
old is your mom now?
She just turned. I'm 25, 52.
Oh, your mom's still young.
Yeah, she had me when she was 27.
Good for you, young mom.
Yeah, she's 52. My dad would have been. I think he's 7 years older. He would have been 59 or 60 this year.
That's still young.
Yeah.
Like I look at my
Okay.
dad and I'm like, damn, you're only like you look. I feel like my dad looks younger than his age.
Well, he's almost 60. You said, right?
Yeah, he'll be 59 in September, and maybe because I see him every day, but I'm like, I don't know if I would have said 59.
I would have said maybe like early 50s.
Yeah, even with my mom, I would have been like 51, 52.
Yeah. I don't think they look younger than what their actual age is.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, hopefully I age like that, you know? Shit.
Yeah. I mean, you look around your age. Like I don't think you look older than what your age is.
Well, that's good. I always get told I look younger, so if I look my age, I don't know if that's a good thing now.
Well, no. You look like I wouldn't say like you look 30. I wouldn't say
No, I
like
know.
you
I'm
look.
fucking with you. I know. I know.
I know. You know what was funny was someone commented and goes, "Would Nick ever get a tattoo on his head?" This guy goes, "No, because he isn't a dumbass." Would you ever tattoo your head? Probably.
No.
Yeah. See,
I do want to get one like on the back of my neck.
like going up.
No, just like the back of the neck.
Oh, okay. Do you know what you want it to be?
No, I haven't decided yet, but I want something there, and I want to get something on this forearm at some point.
Yeah, I want to
I
do
was
both.
gonna do it before this prep even like really started, but I just didn't feel like it, to be
Do it
honest.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Okay,
yeah, that's like kind of where I'm at with life. Wow, this became like a life podcast.
that's okay. That's not a bad thing, bro. People like to hear that kind of stuff.
Because people
Like,
always like, even my mom's like, "You gonna stay in Vegas? You gonna do that?" And I'm like, I really don't know. But like realistically, like beside the fact that I like Vegas, there's nothing that is making me want to stay there.
you don't have family there.
No, if I would go there, like, yeah, it would be like getting a new game system on Christmas. You love it for like a month, and then you're like, I'm over it.
Yeah, it's like if you had family there, or like, are any of your close friends there?
A couple, but don't hope they don't take
People that
this
you would hang
personal.
out with super frequently.
But that shit would fade for me. I like to be
Yeah.
around my mom and dad. I feel like that sounds like such a pussy.
No, it doesn't. Well, dude, I feel like what's gonna happen
I
is
want,
you're
I
gonna
want
get
to
your
be
house
with
in
my mom and dad.
you're gonna get your house in Jersey, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna eventually like you're gonna have your house there. You're gonna go over to their house majority of the day, and then just go back to sleep at your house.
Bro, that's why I'm like, I don't even know if I should leave. Like, I might just like build an extension on this motherfucker and have like my own section of the house or something.
Have your own little.
In my own little like bedroom, a kitchen, a bathroom, like my own little private, like, and then when people ask, like, "Oh, you still live with your mom?" Like, nah, they live with me. I'm taking care of them
Yeah,
bitches.
I got an extension.
I got the extension.
That's
You know,
funny.
I honestly
Yeah,
though, realistically, I 100% would. I would without a hesitation. I would 100% would.
yeah.
I
Is
wouldn't
it
even
like?
I
Is
wouldn't
there
even
space
think
to do it?
twice. Huh?
Is there space to do? Like, is there like with how the house was built? Is there space to do that?
We
Like, you know how
could.
like the back.
We would have to like really look into it if that was what was gonna happen. I because I'm trying to think. There's certain spots where it could be done. I just don't know if there's like things underground like that's in the way, if that makes sense,
Mhm.
of
Yeah,
building and
yeah.
all that. But
Well, there's a lot because you have to do stuff with the plumbing. You have to do electric. Like you have. There's a. If you're extending a house, you have to dig up a lot of shit.
well, it was funny because like the neighbor that lives next door, she just put her house up for sale, and I was like, and I was like, no, no, even I won't let you buy that house. That's a piece of shit.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, okay. She's like,
Well,
if I
you
thought it
could
was
always
good, I would consider it for you, but
you could always buy it and just do a complete renovation of it.
well, I think that's what they did. But my mom is like very, if it's a piece of shit, it's a piece of shit to her. Like, there's no,
Yeah.
it don't, because it's like, yeah, it could look good on the inside, but like, what is the structure? You know what I mean?
I mean, you have people that will buy like they'll buy a house
Like,
and
do you
they'll
ever
tear
walk
down
into a
everything.
place that looks beautiful, but it's only hanging by strings?
Yeah.
Like that type of, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like she feels like that's how that house is. They remodel it. It looks great, but it's like it's probably hanging by a fucking thread.
You'd have to like tear the whole thing down and rebuild it
Pretty much,
if you were to do
yeah,
it, which
pretty
that's
much.
becomes costly.
And then at that point, it's like, why shouldn't have
It's
done it.
not worth it at that point.
No,
Yeah. Well, I definitely think no, I think that's good. I think it's good you're with family. I think everybody should be around family. Whether you're living with them or you're near them, it's like you should be by your family. Like it's your
I do
family.
too. You know, and I understand why now, like Kyle or even like Alyssa never moved out of Jersey.
Mhm.
It's like because both their families are here, and that's literally the big picture.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
definitely
now
do
they're
think
getting
it's
married. They're gonna have a kid at some point. So it's like, what are we moving for? Like,
yeah. I think getting away from your home state for a little bit is good, which you did that. But it's like
yeah,
eventually you're gonna circle back around to where your family's at.
yep. And that's
Mhm.
basically what I did.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Well, take away from the podcast. We're almost to episode 20
Is it? That's pretty good.
on 18.
Nice.
Well, we appreciate everybody. Was that, did you have anything else you want to touch on?
No, I felt like I talk a lot.
Oh, it was good. That was good. It
Yeah.
was needed. Well, we appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you guys this week for episode 19.
See ya mañana.